Guys, how's it going? Welcome into the next edition of Rover Sports Guys, and appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. It's pretty fun talking to y'all. I'll tell you, I love the NFL schedule. I'm going to go into a little bit of a rant here, and I guess it's good to go into rants on radio. I don't like it when people tell me that you're a loser if you win-loss the schedule. I also don't like it when people say that nobody cares about your fantasy football team. If you talk excessively about your fantasy team, I think that maybe it can get annoying. But for 5 minutes, if a friend tells you about his team and you learn about the receivers and what he would do as a general manager, it's all right for about 5 minutes. Then it can get maybe borderline too selfish of a conversation. And I don't like to talk about it because it is a little bit selfish. But let me make this clear. I understand that injuries happen. I understand that we have no idea how the season is going to play out. I know that predicting games in December, I'm not pretending that this is going to be totally accurate. But to deprive all fun in predicting schedules, to deprive every single thing that you do, and just to be just totally boring and to not win-loss it, come on, it's a freaking schedule. You have to look down the road. It's fun to peek ahead. We're not robots. We're human beings, and we're not even NFL players. So, I mean, the freaking argument that, like, why you win-lossing it, like, why the hell not? Like, I love this shit. I love win-lossing schedules. I love discussing schedules, the path, and everything. Projecting is fun. If you are right on the schedule, it feels like $1 million. All right, there you go. Let's talk about the Cowboys. First of all, I'm a New York Giants fan. I think people on this channel know that I'm a Giants fan. There's even Dallas Cowboys fans that know that I'm a Giants fan. Now, I don't like the Philadelphia Eagles. They're the biggest rival to me, for sure. I've lived near Philly, so all my friends gang up on me all the time as a New York Giants fan. You understand? Like, they give me tons of shit, and it makes sense because I am a Giants fan, and I guess it's kind of fun. The banter is usually awesome. It's usually fun arguing about football. And when the Giants end up winning, especially this year, if the Giants can end up beating the Eagles and winning, it would be just incredible. The fact that everybody is shitting on the Giants, it's so much fun to be a fan when everybody's downing you. But when everybody's talking you up, giving you respect like the Cleveland Browns and you're good, I mean, then it's not that exciting, right? It feels good, but it even feels better when everybody doubts you. Okay. Dallas Cowboys schedule. Let's just get into it, okay? The Dallas Cowboys play the Giants at home. They'll win that game. They go to the Redskins, who don't have a quarterback. They lost there last year. The Cowboys need to take care of business there, okay? You need to freaking win that game and go 2-0. You play the Dolphins at home, worst team in the NFL, 3-0. You go to New Orleans on Thursday night, revenge game for the Saints. The Saints will, or Sunday night, the Saints will beat you. You're 3-1. You go home and you play the Packers. This is a huge game, obviously, with Aaron Rodgers. I think you win this game and go to 4-1. I really do think you get revenge. You have a better overall team than the Packers, who have a first-year coach. Their defense isn't as good. Your defense is better. Your running back is better. Your offensive line is better. You're one of the best teams in the whole league. Take care of freaking business that day. Then go to the Jets. Kind of a tricky road game, but I think you handle this road game. And so at this point, hold your horses. You're 3-1 at this point. You're 4-1. You're 5-1. You play the Eagles at home. You're 6-1. You go to the Giants. That's where you lose. You're 6-2. You play the Vikings at home with Kirk Cousins. You're 7-2. I really think you beat the Vikings. You're 7-2. And then you play the Lions on the road. You're 8-2. I believe the Dallas Cowboys, at worst, are 7-3. But are 8-2 in the first 10 weeks of the season. I'm going to say this again. The Dallas Cowboys will be 8-2 to start the season. Think about that. Think about how incredible that is. That Dak Prescott, that Ezekiel Elliott, that Jason Garrett, they're going to be in the driver's seat of the NFL. They're going to be 8-2. You're going to look up at the standings and go, holy shit. The Dallas freaking Cowboys with Jason Witten coming back. The Cowboys are on top of the NFL again. They are going to be 8-2, and they are going to be poised to be the greatest team for the season. They're poised to win the entire NFL. They're poised to win the Super Bowl and win the conference. If you win the conference, your chances of winning the Super Bowl, of course, are wonderful. You get 2 home playoff games, and you play the neutral site game, and then you're the winner of the NFL. So I think the Cowboys are going to be 8-2. I do. I think they beat the Vikings. I think they beat the Lions. Then they go to the Patriots, but they're 8-2. I'll give them a loss here, 8-3. Okay? But then they come home for Thanksgiving Day. They're 8-3. They're feeling great. The Patriots game might be a tough loss, but they beat the Bills. So they're 9-3. They're 9-3. They then get a long day's rest to relax. They're 9-3. They play the Chicago Bears, and they win that game 10-3. A little bit of an upset special going on the road. I got to pick an upset here, 10-3. Then they come home to play the LA Rams. I really think they're going to win that game and go 11-3. I'll have them losing at Philly, 11-4, but then they beat the Redskins 12-4. So my losses are to the Eagles on the road, the Patriots, the Saints. Where else did I and the Giants on the road? So they lose to the Giants, the Eagles, the Saints, and the Patriots on the road. Those are the games that I see the Cowboys losing. They beat the Bears, they beat the Rams. It's a little bit hard. They could go 11-5 with this schedule. The games that are hard are Bears, Rams, Eagles, Giants, Saints, Packers. So it's not the easiest schedule, but I do think the Dallas Cowboys can go 12-4. And if they're 12-4, they will have a chance to get a bye. Then they just don't need someone to go apeshit on them. They don't need a 13-3 somewhere. A 13-3 might arise somewhere. I have to look at the NFC South. I have to look at Saints and Falcons. The Falcons might get really, really hot, and that could be really scary. And then out west, you might have the 49ers winning the NFC. So I'm going to do the Niners schedule next and see where we end up. Thank you guys for watching this show.